Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural to IC, and happy Saturday morning to everybody. It's a semi-chilly, rainy day here in Ohio, so I hope all of you are enjoying your Saturday morning on Christmas Eve Eve. All right. So I've been seeing a lot more of this, and I've been wanting to make a video on it. And this video is definitely not going to be for everybody, but I have been seeing a ton of people because the prepping and homesteading and all this other stuff has been really hitting mainstream. And I've been seeing a ton of people jump in there saying they're going to lone wolf this, that they're going to live through an SHTF situation, and the only thing that they need is a Glock and themselves, and they'll be just fine. And I kept trying to figure out how I wanted to word this. And I knew what I wanted to say. I just couldn't articulate it from my brain to my mouth, which not normally is a problem for me. And I started taking notes. I started going through everything. And then I actually caught a episode from friends over at SOE, and Scully on there actually said it probably best. And so not stealing, any of that by any means. I'm just reiterating it to share it with you guys. So not taking credit for his words because he did it way better. I would have jumbled this around and made a mess of it. He put it in a lot better terms to paint a clearer picture. So for all those people. Now, in his situation that he painted, he had it that you had a lone wolf, and there was some neighbors down the street that basically they had a garden. Okay, they were growing their food. They were able to produce food. They were able to can food. They were food sufficient. And so this lone wolf would have the idea, something happens, I'm just going to run down there and take what I want, be done. And that's a bad idea. Okay. Now, here, let me tell you why. One, if you're going to lone wolf this and that's your plan, one, you're going to have to be 100% successful. You can't be 99. You've got to be 100% successful on your first attempt. So you wake up, SHTF happens, you grab your Glock, and you stroll on down to the neighbors. Okay. First of all the people in the neighborhood are probably freaking out and all that. So have fun on your trip. Okay. So you sneak down there, you go in. What are you going to do? You have two options. You can either try and go in there and forcefully take everything, because if you take them out, then you're going to get whatever food they have that they haven't pulled out of the ground, and you're going to get what they have canned. How long is that going to last? Okay, is that your plan? You're just going to go around? Eventually, you're not going to find any more. And you're probably not the only one that has that stupid idea. So those places are going to get picked pretty quickly. Good luck. Okay. What's the next thing you're going to do? Option two, you're going to walk in there and say some mean words and say half your food is mine from now on. Yeah, that's going to work out real well. No, it's going to be bad. And one of the reasons why it's going to be bad is, let's pretend that is in my area of operations. Okay, maybe those people that's growing the food is not in my mag, but they're in my local area. Okay, SHTF happens. You go walking down there. You show off your little device, and you say your words, and you come to a forced agreement that they're going to start producing food for you. If I find out about that, you're a threat, and I don't take threats in my local AO. Okay, it's not going to happen. So your plan just went sideways real quick, and I'm not alone. Okay, if you're going to lone wolf and that's your plan, you ain't going to last very long. And the way that Scully ended that was, you probably should take option 3, is go down there and make friends with them. If you did that, guess what? You're starting a mag. So instead of going down there and being Billy Rough, whatever you want to say, all you had to do was go down there and talk with them. Maybe they can teach you how to grow your own food so you don't have to go down there and be put at risk for a handful of tomatoes. Okay, it's not smart. If you don't want to learn, or maybe you don't have the garden space or something like that, you can still join into a mag with them, a little partnership, to where you offer some services. Hey, look, you don't believe in firearms, but you believe in food preservation. And I think that we can work out a deal. While you're outside during an SHTF situation, while things are bad, I can provide security overwatch for you so that way you're safe while you're going out there and harvesting crops. And in return, I would just like a little bit of the food. Seems like a win-win to me. Everybody's happy. Everybody has a job to do. They're doing what they're good at. Now, if you're lone wolfing it, maybe that you're not very good at that. But the point is, if you are going to do everything by yourself, you have to sleep. You have to go to the bathroom. You're going to be put into very extremely vulnerable situations. You're human. You have to. And to think that you can be on absolute 100% highest alert 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Let's say it's a short SHTF. It lasts 3 to 6 months. How long do you think you're going to last on a very heightened state of alert 24 hours a day? You're going to be going through so many emotions. You're going to have so many thoughts going through your head. You're going to end up driving yourself crazy. Every single crack, noise, any sound whatsoever, you're going to flip out. You're not going to be able to get anything done. How are you going to do any of the normal things that you need to do besides eat and go to the bathroom? There's other things that need to be done. You still got to bathe. You still got other hygiene things. You still have to cook food. Then you got to clean up from that. There's a ton of things that you're going to need to do. And if you're on heightened state of security watch, it's not going to take very long. And probably, this is my guess, you're another lone wolf's target. He knows what you've got. He knows that you don't have anything. And so if he takes you out, that's one less lone wolf that he has to deal with and less competition. There's strength in number, folks. And so now is a great time to network. Now is a great time to get out there and learn about your neighbors, learn about your community, your neighborhood. Who's around you? How can you guys mutually benefit each other? MAG, Mutual Assistance Group. That's what this is all about, because there's no downside to this. You go out and find the local farmer, knock on their door, and just explain, hey, you know what? I'm really interested in growing some food. I'm really interested into learning about farm life. Is there anything that I can do to help you out in trade for learning a few skills, or maybe getting a little bit of food or anything along those lines? Yeah, you're going to get a 50-50 answer. No, yes. Maybe even do a day or two's work for free to show them you're serious. Hey, you know what? You've got chickens. why don't you let me clean out that chicken coop this weekend completely for free? If I do a good job, let me come back next weekend, and when I clean it, I want a couple dozen eggs. I mean, that's a great trade-off. Hey, I see that you have some fencing back there that needs repaired. If you let me help you so I can learn how to repair fencing, then whenever there's some fencing that needs put up or, repaired from some damage or whatnot, give me a call. And now that I know how to do it, we'll trade for a couple of pounds of beef or something like that. Maybe you can go out and help with some of the food or some of the different things like that, help with their crops. There's all sorts of trades that you can do. You just got to be creative. Just reach out, just network. It's mutually beneficial for both of you. So while you can, network. If nothing bad happens, what did you do? You got healthier food, you gained some really great life skills, you made some friends. I don't see a downside in that. So probably a good idea. So that's what I've got. Hopefully that helps you guys. I know that probably wasn't a video for everybody, but it was something I wanted to definitely get out there. If you are networking, if you guys have a success story, a fail story, a funny story on trying to reach out, drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. So that's what I've got. Hope you guys have an amazing Saturday. With that, stay tuned. There's definitely more information to come. And say it with me now. Above everything else, remember, remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.